Hey, Kevin Wright here. I thought you'd be interested in a question that came up at one of my recent Monday morning Q&A sessions. I go out live on YouTube at 8:30 every Monday morning, and a bunch of people jump on and ask me questions about property finance, and I answer them. So watch this video to see what answer I gave to this question. How do you get a commercial uplift on an HMO conversion from a residential 3-bed to a 5 to 7 bed? Excuse me. Now there's a question, and the answer is not as easy as you may think. Now, anything from 5 or 6 bedroom HMO, it's really difficult to get a commercial uplift. I know you're talking about not a bricks and mortar value, but an income based value. Yeah. Now, here's the issue on that. So, one of the things I teach people based on my 20 plus years experience as a broker, mortgages, bridging, whatever, the lot, is that, you have to walk a mile in people's shoes. This is an old saying, isn't it? Got to walk a mile in someone's shoes to really understand how they think and feel. Well, I've walked many miles in lenders' shoes, underwriters' shoes, mortgage valuers' shoes, through those 20 plus years. So what we know is that mortgage lenders, for any mortgage application, have always got their eye on the worst case scenario. And the worst case scenario for a mortgage lender is you stop paying your mortgage, they can't get you to restart it again, and they're left with no alternative but to repossess you. Now, they're going to repossess you and sell the property with a vacant possession. So with an HMO point of view, what they're looking at is saying, right, okay, so what happens if you don't pay us? We'll repossess you. Now, we're not going to run this HMO and sell it as a going concern. What we're going to do is we're going to, using the AST agreement, we're going to issue the tenants with 2 months notice to quit. Okay, that might be a bit more difficult right at the moment, so they're going to get rid of the tenants and sell it with vacant possession, as they call it. So the question then is, and this when I'm explaining this because this is all going through their head when they're valuing your HMO. Now they're thinking, right, well, who's going to buy this and what does it look like? So what they're interested in is, forget about the tenants because they're just a temporary thing. They're only there while you're running it. As soon as you jack it in, for whatever reason, tenants are gone. So they're not interested in the tenants. So now they're saying, right, what does this house look like? It was an ordinary 3-bed property in a residential street. So what does it look like compared to the one this side? What does it look like compared to the one this side internally? Not much different. So the empty property isn't much different. Structurally, looks about the same. About furniture, just because you've converted a lounge to a bedroom and you've done it by sticking a bed and a wardrobe and a computer desk in there, well, take the bed and the wardrobe and the computer desk out and it's a lounge again. So this is the sort of stuff that they're going to be focused on. So what's different about this house that we can value it anything other than a bricks and mortar basis? So that's your challenge. To get it valued commercially on its income, you're going to have to have done some pretty major stuff to it so that it doesn't look like a residential property. So now that's the 5 and 6 bed, and the reason that 5 and 6 bed and 7 bed is different is because you can't just create a 7-bedroom HMO under permitted development. So in most cases,
You don't have to get planning permission to make a 3-bedroom property into a 5 or even a 6-bedroom or even a 4-bedroom HMO. You can do it under permitted development. The exception to that would be areas of Article 4, where the council have removed that permitted development right, and you can only do it by getting planning permission, submitting an application for planning permission. And why have they done that? Because they think that the area is already oversaturated with HMOs in the first place. So you ain't got a great chance of getting planning permission on that. So now, if you want a 7-bed or above, you can't do that under permitted development. You can only do it with planning permission. So you've got to get planning permission for a change of use. Now, if you've got planning permission, then for 7 and above, most families don't want a 7-bedroom or more property. They don't want to, families don't want to buy properties with 7, 8, 9 bedrooms. And if they did, they're probably going to want it in 3 acres of ground, not in a terraced road. So, once you move into 7 bedrooms, it becomes less of a family house and more of something more specialised. So, much harder to get a commercial valuation on 4, 5, 6-bedroom HMO, easier on 7. So, if you're doing a smaller 4, 5, 6-bedroom HMO, then really it's got to work on a bricks and mortar value, and you need to be buying it at a value, at a price that it works on an HMO value, because it's they're not going to take into account you've added because really all you're doing is rejigging rooms. You're not adding extra floor space to the footprint. You're just typically you take a 3-bedroom 2 reception property, terraced or semi, you turn the 2 reception rooms into bedrooms. So just repurposing existing rooms. So most of the time that's not enough to get a commercial valuation. So you need to, before you buy this type of property, you need to make sure that it works on a bricks and mortar basis, and there will be a ceiling value in that street. It doesn't matter what you do to a property, it's still a property in a street, and there's a price, there's a going value for that street. You're not going to pay 300 grand for a property where the highest one that's sold in that street ever is 200 grand. People have got 300 grand to spend. They're not going to live in that street. They'll find a better street or a better house. So this is a very common question. Get asked it all the time, and there seems to be a lot of confusion about that. So great question. Now, if you found that question and my answer interesting, there's a whole load more of this that goes on a Monday morning. Now, you can either log in through YouTube, or you can join my Facebook group, Recycle Your Cash for Property Investors, and get it streamed through there. The link is on this page. And if you want access to my whole back catalogue of Q&As, which is well over 50 hours of viewing time, then I've got a way to do that. Join Fiverr Tribe and you can get access to that back catalogue with a simple word search facility. So just type in the question that you want answers to, and it'll come up on screen almost instantaneously all the times that I've mentioned your particular keyword. It's like having a property finance Wikipedia, I guess. How do you access this? By joining my Fiverr Tribe. Click the link on the page, and guess what? It's a £5 a month. So I look forward to seeing you at future Q&As.